All right, Bootsy and I are here. We're playing Ghostbusters 2 for NES. Bootsy's going to be playing this one because he's more familiar with the game. Kind of like we did DuckTales one time. I'm a little more familiar with that, so I played that one. Yeah, but let's go ahead and give it a shot.
All right, so you're starting off. You'll see to the right of you, there's like this little spider thing that you can't kill. That means you have to keep moving to the left. You have this slime stuff that you're shooting. It's not like a regular proton pack.
Yeah, I find that weird. I think that was one of the things. We had played this game a long time ago, and right off the bat, I was like, well, why doesn't he have a proton beam? Like, what is that he's shooting? It's like, it's a little weird.
I guess it wouldn't be much of a challenge if it was just a constant stream.
That's true.
You know, you get these enemies here.
Well, it could be like beams shooting out.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I find hard about the game. All of a sudden, things just fly on the screen like really quickly, and you have to have very fast reflexes. And if you haven't really played the game a lot and haven't had a lot of practice, that can be really jarring to start when it starts the game like that. This section I also find pretty difficult.
Yeah, this is pretty hard. This is what let me first say I love this game. I know not many people do. I think it rubbed people the wrong way for whatever reason. It is kind of difficult, but I really love this game because it's diverse and you'll have that side-scrolling thing. Basically every other board is one of those,
right? And
then they mix it up with something like this, which to me seems very arcade, Atari oriented.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
You see this and. Here, if you hit those green slime balls, you get like power-ups and stuff. You also notice, oh shit!
What were you trying to get?
These logos.
Are those like points?
If you get 20 of them, you get an extra life.
Oh well, that's good.
Yeah.
And he's got 18 now, right?
Yeah.
Or does it count?
See, they're in the sky, and you get this thing. Mm-hmm. That's one of the hard parts. Yeah. That jump right there.
And that arrow like moves around too sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it just did.
I usually get that, but I forgot about it.
I don't know. I feel like this game has a few flaws about it, which are what... I don't think it's a bad game. I just think that it's got a couple like little weird things about it that I don't like.
There's Slimer. There's a big one. You see a bunch of mini ones that are annoying that come, but there's the big ones that come as well.
You know, I just noticed the clock tower from Back to the Future is on the bottom right.
Yeah. Well, now I'm in Central Park.
Right.
Geez, I kind of forget. Oh, man. Well.
Would you be able to jump off that
I don't know. I never
That's
had
weird.
to.
I like the ghosts. They're very, they look like a dude under a sheet, you know?
Like Charlie Brown.
Yeah, the Charlie Brown, what's it called? The Great Pumpkin?
Yeah.
What are those little green things going around?
That's what I was saying. And that's what I was just about to say as well.
Okay.
They're little power-ups. See how now what I'm shooting is a little more powerful?
Okay.
And the next one I get will go through the ghost.
I don't actually see how it's more... How is it more powerful, what you're shooting now?
It's quicker. It's faster.
Oh, it's faster.
The other one was like green and slow.
Okay. Can you get it powered up any more than that?
Yeah.
Or is that the
yeah.
Okay.
And then some of them have like shield. You could be like a shield. And then the other one, they'll go through the ghost. So you can shoot it once and it can kill a few at a time. But that's the end of the driving stages. So there's, see when two of them come, and that's tough. You can't see, one of them's a higher bounce than the other, and oftentimes it's hard to see which one is, man, I'm not doing well here.
I want to say that that's a reason that people don't like this game, is these bouncing things are very hard to, a lot of games there might be a pattern to the jump. Like it might do a high one, a low one, a high one, a low one. This one, it just seems to be all over the place. So when you get hit, it seems to be a little unfair.
There is a pattern of high and low, but it's really hard to tell some of them. Now I'm going to show something. I could get by this thing, but I just hit start and...
the trap.
Yeah.
Ghost trap.
I love these little animations in between the...
Oh, well, this has to be mentioned. In the movie, when they're in the Statue of Liberty, they control the Statue of Liberty with the NES Advantage controller.
That's right.
Which we should be playing it with the Advantage controller.
See, this is really very Atari influenced, arcade influenced, early arcade.
This certainly.
Yeah, and there's two... This is the hardest part of the game.
This is like Space Invaders.
Yeah, right. But a little more complex here. Or Centipede, even, you know?
Yeah, actually.
In a weird way.
Well, it's moving around kind of like Centipede.
This is so hard. I haven't really been paying attention too well, and you could. I usually do a lot better than this. It's tough to, as we always say, it's tough to
It's
speak.
tough to narrate, and yeah, absolutely.
Like I'm gonna have to continue, which is something I never do.
Yeah. No, I've seen you play this game, and I know that you've done it without.
So I just got an extra guy there, which is good, and they give you bonus rounds here, which is kind of generous. So that's why it's surprising to me that you don't really enjoy this game. A stage like this seems.
I feel like this stage I would enjoy, but this comes a little bit later, where the parts that I don't really like are right in the beginning of the game.
Right. And there, if you get that ghost, you're invincible for a while. But see, they'll drop those red things, the slime, I presume, and if you get hit with enough of them, you die.
Yeah.
But if you get hit directly by the ghost, you die right away. And these are the worst, I think, because they come flying down. And, man, I love this too. The Jackie Wilson, "Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher" is playing. Your love.
Is that the song that's playing?
Yeah. Oof, jeez, what's going on here? Disappointing. I should have several lives here, but I don't. Oh man, this is really bad. And there's a thing you can get where you could bend the arm, and I have that.
That was
now.
good. You just got a lot of the. Oh, you didn't have the arm bending before?
No, there's a thing that comes around. It looks like a torch in the sky.
Oh, okay.
So. Oh, I hate these. Ah! Whoa! I got by it somehow.
I can't think of many NES games that are actually on a night and day timer like this, because there is that clock in the bottom right, and the clock is moving around.
Well,
so.
this is the hardest part of the game here. I was saying the night as you're going through the city now. Now I don't have it anymore, the arm thing, so I have to. There it is. I got it.
Okay.
See how much easier it is?
Right. So you need that.
Right, and this goes on for a long time. Oh shit! So even with a background in playing old arcade games, this is still very hard.
Yeah.
A lot of it is luck too. You'll see later they'll be invisible or invincible, and
what are you shooting out from your torch?
Same slime shit, I guess. Okay, here we are now. You're kind of invincible, and you don't know where they're coming from. Stab in the dark, quite literally.
Oh my god! So the enemies actually go invisible. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Is the yeah. That's the hardest part of the game, to me.
Yeah.
And it's those guys, typically those look like Victorian divers.
This is kind of like a game in itself. Like this could have just been a game.
Yeah.
You know.
This is right.
Right. Yeah. And this is like the rest of the game is like something else.
Right.
You know.
See, now it's, and when you hit them, they show up.
Which is cool that it has the has variety like that.
Yeah, it's a good game, and actually, I think the graphics are great in this.
Oh, the graphics are awesome.
Yeah, especially the in-between stuff that they show. We didn't really go through that. I'm so used to just skipping ahead. And
when you see Vigo, he does a little Elvis lip curl.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is funny. I wish that when you start the game, there was like an option to play this part. You know, kind of like when you play California games, you can select like the one you want to play.
Right.
Like I would be more interested to play this section than the other parts.
But to the game's credit, it's going through a story. You know.
Well, I know the reason why. I just think that there should, in addition, it would be nice if there was a selection where you can just select the different stages.
Right.
You know.
That'd be cool. I think if you beat the game, maybe you get
rewarded with that or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you get a password that can do that or something like that.
So that was that.
You know what?
Pretty well for
you
that.
probably could use Game Genie or something just to skip.
Sure. Here we are. Now this is I have to beat this 4 times in a row. Basically, you go through all 4 of the
4 Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and it gets very difficult. And this is one of the hardest ones, actually, the first one. See, I didn't know as a kid that you could drop. I thought maybe you have one every level, but you could drop those things whenever you want. The traps.
Oh, they're. Yeah. Well, you thought you had only a couple of them.
Yeah, and so beating this was, and maybe that's why I'm, pretty decent at this game, is because I never used those things. Right. So I made it harder on myself as a kid.
Right. What did you think you could only have 3 of them or something?
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense because a lot of games you would think would be that way.
Yeah, maybe. I guess I thought it was only I had to save them for the Slimers, the big Slimers that come, maybe, or something like that.
The traps.
Yeah. And I forgot. All right, so that wasn't too bad.
It's funny how many Slimers there are in the game.
Yeah. Oh,
my
man,
God.
and the spider. See, this is hard to...
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Okay, so there you go. You got 2 of the Ghostbusters.
All right.
2 more.
Well, I'm screwed. I'm gonna have to... The thing is that you have to start over from the first Ghostbuster.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, if you can just get a couple
There's 2.
more. Oh boy. Yeah.
Game over. I did I did poorly in the beginning, and that really came to hurt me by the end.
I mean, you're saying you're doing poorly. I mean, to me, I think you're doing great.
No, I'm not. I usually beat this without continuing, and with several lives left. And I always like this game because I go back and beat it. It's a short game, and it takes about 20 minutes to beat. The thing about jumping that's tricky too is when you jump forward. You don't just jump directly up. So
Right.
if you're trying, if things are coming, oh shit, you'll have to jump back sometimes. It's like it's a little tricky with jumping. So I got an extra life, which is good. See, like I jump back and then forward there. It's a little technique.
That's something that you get used to when you playing the game a lot.
Yeah, because I'm familiar with it.
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Might as well. I have nothing to lose here.
Yeah, why not? You can use a million of them,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Oh, fuck. Oh, my God.
Look at this. It all came crashing down.
That was impressive. Jesus Christ, look at this. And now you're Peter. Here's
Yeah,
my man.
see,
There you go. That's nice.
And I got the spider here. I have 1 life left.
Wow. Jesus. That's why you should have maybe a turbo controller. You don't believe in turbo controllers, right?
I don't. I'm morally against turbo controllers. Oh, I almost made it.
That was impressive. You didn't do it, but
yeah.
it was impressive. It was an impressive.
Thank you. Alright, now it gets... Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
That's hard.
Now this is... Fuck. This is terrible. For all the fucking that. And I'll start with that Slimer thing coming right after. Bullshit. And here's the part that was crazy before. Unbelievable. Alright, come on. There's the fucking spider. Now things get out of control, as you can see. That's a good place to drop that. There too. This fucking spider. Oh shit. Oh no. Come on! Ah! Look at this. No! Yes!
Oh my God. I was trying not to talk the whole time. I know we tried to narrate, but I didn't want to distract you.
Wow, I just made it.
New York City saved. And there it is.
From the 80s into the 90s, I just brought you into.
Ghostbusters 2, I still think it has a couple flaws, but I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's a pretty tough game. Not one of the hardest NES games, but it's up there. It's a tough one.
It's for me. It's I gotta say, I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's the extreme challenge of it and the diversity of it, but it's up there with one of my favorite Nintendo games of all time. Really.